Hi, this is Olaf. Super happy to report from St. George. The Ironman World Championships is 3 days away, and this is episode 15 of my journey to the Ironman World Championships in Kona and St. George 2022. A quick update. After arriving here on Monday, I was able to do a first ride for an hour 45 minutes, sort of at I think it started at 4:30 p.m. Going up Snow Canyon twice. Once with some 2-minute efforts, 1 minute at race pace and 1 minute a bit above, and then because I had some more time, I basically went up a second time. So not that horrible. It's going to be horrible at the end of the race since this climb comes after 160k on the bike. But if you just do it alone, it's really 20 minutes of climbing, but not horrible. So that was a little bit of a relief. But then on Wednesday I was supposed to do practice swim. I went to the reservoir and it was actually so windy that they cancelled the practice swim. So it's really lots and lots of wind. Brutal actually. So now the swim is also becoming a little bit scary. So I hope that they won't cancel it completely. As you know, Jalabert is there, who's a shitty swimmer, but a fantastic biker and a pretty good runner. So if the swim is cancelled, that will definitely put him much higher in the contenders list, higher than he already is. But let's see what happens. But now not only is the bike and the run hard, but the swim can also be potentially hard. Then I did same day 1 hour 20. So basically I couldn't swim, so I then went back. First ran for 1 hour 20 on the course. So here again, it's nothing horrible. There's one climb that takes around 3-4 minutes, which is a bit more brutal, and again, it feels quite okay when you do it, rested. But it won't feel like that on the race for sure, especially on the second lap. That's really going to be very tough. It's a little bit like in Kona, the last hill, which is an incline. That's probably not as bad as that. And when you run it sort of the week before the race, it feels like very easy. And then when it comes, just before the end of the marathon in Kona, it feels like it's really steep climb. So so the run is going to be, it's only going up or down. So you have basically 5 kilometers up, 5 kilometers down, and you repeat that 4 times, more or less. So it's going to be brutal run as well. And then today I did 3 hours of bike, where I did the climb up to Vejo. So for some reason, normally the wind was supposed to be mostly coming from the south, so you have wind sort of pushing you up a little bit. That climb, it's like a 1 hour climb, and this time it felt like the entire time there was headwind. So I did 1 hour 3 minutes for less than 25 kilometers, so that was like 23.8 kilometers per hour average, and all that at 233 watts average. So that is super slow, and so now the bike is scaring me a bit as well. The good thing was that the heart rate was super low. I did some 3 times 10 minutes sort of race effort or slightly above at 250 watts, and that felt really good. Heart rate was sort of 120, 125. So legs feeling great, heart rate great, zero thirst, zero sweat, so very strange. I did 2 hours 45 ride on a bottle and a half. So during the race, definitely have to maybe focus a bit more on the gels in order to get the energy in, but making sure I drink sort of 1 bottle at least per hour, because otherwise it's gonna be tough on the run. And also making sure not to push too hard on the climb, because there are some steep climbs. They're not super long actually. There's like, between 2 and 5 minutes. There are a few ones which are really hurting, and you can easily sort of do them over 300 watts, but at the end of the bike, I think if you do that too hard, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. So but so far so good. Obviously, there are more and more social media stuff about the race all over the place. I had actually one little interview myself with Trimark.de, so the Triathlon Insider. Is their channel on YouTube, where at the beginning of the interview of Boris Stein, there's like a 1 minute I'm able to present myself, so that's really cool. And otherwise, again, I haven't fallen off the bike. There's some super fast descents, and at some point, the emergency lane is not that wide, so when you have huge trucks like zooming by at over 100 kilometers per hour, it was actually a bit scary. But so during the race as well, have to be careful. Tough course. So everything could be super tough. The swim could be super tough, and probably will be tough, because there's never going to be no wind. It's going to be super cold. Then the bike is going to be super cold at the beginning. Going to be super tough, and super important not to overpace it, despite sort of low heart rate and feeling good. And then the run is going to be tough as well, so can't wait, but happy to be here, happy for the bike to work. So everything pretty cool, pretty green. I have to relax the nerves a little bit, put the feet up. First day here was also, had to buy some groceries, had to get a SIM card for the phone, and so was we running around all day, so it was pretty dead. After the 3 days travel plus the first day doing the registration as well, with lots of stuff going on. But now finally I can put the feet up. Have still a few days before the race, so I missed the parade because I was just a bit tired yesterday afternoon. But super excited to be here, super happy to be racing. No real pains anywhere, so excited to see what's gonna happen. I'll try to do one more video the day before the race, and really looking forward to it. Stay tuned. So thanks for watching, thanks for being part of this journey. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know if you have any other question. As I mentioned before, for the really day-to-day stuff, a lot of it is on Instagram, probably a little bit more quickly than here for the videos. Track me on the race. My bib number is 1817, and thanks again, and as I said, stay tuned.